Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, so, man, where do you even start? I'm really concerned about my mental health because now I'm now shooting a podcast solo. Yeah, I mean, I've done this before, but I think I'm gonna have to do this way more frequent. But it's just been hard trying to find a guest. Well, it's not been hard, but it's not been hard, but it's really depressing when I think about it. Like how much of this do I attribute to my own laziness? Like how much of this is just me? How much is it that I struggle to find a guest and that I'm really conservative with my effort, or how much of this is me just being a lazy fuck? Uh, uh, that's and I really hate. I kind of hate the. In a way, I hate this because you go on YouTube. There's all these. I don't want to be like this cliche YouTuber. 'Cause that's just. I just. Oh my god. I have to turn my phone off. Sure. This is so much. Like you go. I'm starting to go through social media and realizing, oh, like how much shit is just on here. It's just everybody just wants to be a star. That's all you see. And like everybody thinks they have something important to say. And I know that, and me, I'm on here just to have fun, but like, there's no message I'm trying to send out. I saw this a while ago that just disgusted me. Like some girl posted on her story a picture of her toilet with the caption, "This is how clear your pee should be." Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? That do people seriously think they have much to say? Do they really think they're being helpful? Everybody, everybody just wants to be like this. Everybody wants to be a reality star. Nobody wants to work for it. Nobody wants to be. And I think that's it. Everyone wants to be recognized, but nobody wants to nobody has anything worth recognizing. And there's, I think that's let's dive into this branch. Don't want to branch out and like, let me calm down. Whew. We'll come back to this. Let's come back. So I've been I've taken a break from the podcast. It was unintentional. I kind of like doing this. Trying to like and have it. Most of this is me just trying to have a good time. You meet certain people, especially now ever since I've been doing stand up, and I've really deep dived into it. I mean, I've done stand up before, but like after the Bill Dawes episode, that's when I really Bill Dawes or KDK, I can't remember. But after one of those two episodes, I really started going more consistently to join some and live. Like I'm making the drives. Every Tuesday I go up to Bryan, Texas. At Third Floor Cantina. Bro Comedy has an open mic every week. Matter of fact, today they have Mark Normand performing up there. I decided not to go. I'm just such I'm just such a recluse that like even some things I love I don't go to just because of the amount of people that are definitely gonna be there. But I've been that's every Tuesday up there in Bryan, Texas. It's called like Bryan College Station area, third floor cantina. Every Sunday I've been going down to Liberty Station, great open mic. I appreciate all the people there. Enrique Chacon, I saw him there last Sunday. Uh, it's easy to go because balancing work and trying to do my balancing work and my comedy. It's Sunday's more convenient because this drive is it's almost like I'm surrounded by death all the time because of the long drives I have to take. Like there's no safe way to drive from Brenham all the way to Bryan. Like half the road, no matter where I go, like it's always a two-way street. You got to travel at like 80 miles an hour. You never know, like when like your tire pop, like your tire could pop. You drive into a ditch, or like another car just not paying attention swerves into your lane, and you go hit it head first. It's just and like so I'm driving at late. I'm talking late at night to go minimum an hour to Bryan, an hour back to Houston, and I'm driving all the way back. Sometimes at past midnight, like, and I was like, no, I'm just, my sister freaked me out the couple like a while back when she said, I had a dream you died, and I'm not usually the superstitious person, but there's some things that like I had a dream you died, and like this is where, and like I kind of noticed there this sense of humor that goes on that runs in the family because she says I'm gonna start doing brujeria. I'm gonna start doing witchcraft. I don't know whether it was to save me, but she said she's just going to start doing some potion shit. Oh boy, people always whenever someone like a musician gets shot and killed or dies in an accident, whether it be or like any how to call it, like any person of big recognition dies unexpectedly, whether it be like Kobe in his plane crash, Nipsey getting shot, or Mac Miller dying of OD. Like whenever or Tupac is a great example. Is whenever something like this happens, and they always go back. Oh, look at all of his. He spoke this into existence. A lot of Tupac's music talked about him dying, and even Snoop Dogg talked about this. Like and now all of this superstition, like, oh, you talk your death into existence. Like, and I don't believe that honestly because I rather talk about because this stuff is unpredictable. If you talk consistently about you dying and you don't die early, that just never like I talk about this all the time. Like I'm gonna probably die in my if I'm lucky, I could get to I'm gonna die in my 50s because the my like it just doesn't run in my family. Like in my on my dad's side, we're lucky to make it. My dad's like extremely lucky to make it past 60, and that's because his deteriorating health hasn't consumed him entirely. Or, but if I keep talking about like I just said, like I'm surrounded by death, just driving these late nights, an hour for like long distances at high speeds. and like I died in a car crash, and like which I don't like. They was don't say stuff like that because what if it happens? Like then it happens. I would rather I'd rather bring that up than like isn't it like even ironically worse to say to talk about how I'm gonna live into my to my 80s. I'm gonna live a long life. Oh yeah, I'm a great driver. I'll never get in an accident, and then that's how I die. Isn't that's ironically worse? Like I don't believe because I don't believe you can speak your death into existence. You can talk about live and preach living a long life all the every day, but that doesn't. But that just and if you die at a young age after preaching for so long that you're going to live a long life, that's just going to be ironically worse than to say, uh, I see death around the corner, and 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 they get to you. So yeah, I get but I try to be safe about it. I try to keep my trucking, keep my truck, make sure it's in good condition because my dad really warns me. He really warns me like you gotta always if there's anything wrong with your truck, get it fixed right away because it's just gonna make it more difficult to let while you wait for it. We're at 12 minutes. Ah, I'm not even. I'm not comfortable with the way I started this, which at this point like just feels like I've gone in too deep. It just gets to me. 12 minutes. I feel like I don't like editing. Partly because I'm lazy. Partly because I like the organic nature. Because that's one thing I noticed when I'm doing my comedy. Like everything that's scripted, everything I like. Every time I write down bits I want to do, and I try to stick to the script. That's when I do poorly. But when I go up there and I just like I still have my bits and materials, but I go up there. I write everything down. That's every funny thought that I have had while I'm waiting to go up. Every funny thought I write down and just fold the paper, piece of paper, put it in my pocket. Don't look at it. Then when I go up there, I just think of like first thing. They taught you in the teach you in like writing class back in elementary school. You need a hook. Yeah. Whenever you write a paper back in elementary school, your teachers always remind you need a hook, something that can grab the reader's attention. So I try to come up with what's the first thing that should come out of my mouth when I go up stage. What's the first thing that could give me? Because I need this. Because it's sort of like a jump start. Whatever fucked up thought, like it's still work. Like I go up there and says, you know what? I've never seen blonde pussy hair before. That's just an anomaly to me. And then like I read the crowd's reaction and like if I get it, I get it. And like if I don't, I don't. I can keep going. My thoughts are circulating. Like I always like I said before, I need that wheel to be spinning. I talk about it all the time. My brain is just a wheel, and when I'm not, like every day is just spinning, full of funny thoughts, stuff that could be bits, stuff that could be I could turn into my material. But and my biggest issue before was getting that wheel spinning. I mean, now I know how to get it spinning, but I want to learn how to be more of a polished stand up. That's what I'm trying to work on. How to I watched Greg Giraldo, one of his sets, who I love, man. Another guy who died at an early age, and like ever since I watched Greg Giraldo with Ed set, I've been gripping the mic the same way, in a similar way he does. Whether it's like, you outstretch your fingers while holding the mic, and you come around with the other hand, interlock fingers, and grab the mic like this. And it's nothing. It's not that I try to do that on purpose. It's just that when holding the mic, that just felt natural to me. Just just the double grip, because I need to move. Like I can't sit. I can't do. Just be still up there. You know. And this past time at Liberty Station, I was like, I'm just starting out. I'm doing the graveyard. As Enrique called it, the graveyard sets. It's probably nothing but four people in the host in the room at Liberty Station, and when I went up, uh, I was like, there was, and it's a really small room, but I saw, like, since there was no people, I was like, I went down, grabbed one of the chairs, and I was like, give me that fucking chair, y'all don't need this shit. Fucking empty room. I was like mad. Now in Liberty, another problem I have is in Liberty Station. That's where I can't get my wheel spinning faster than I do here in third floor Cantina and up there in Bryan. That's where I just like it all just comes to me in a different way, and I can't tell what it is. But one of the big differences that I noticed is that difference between in third floor, the stage light isn't so bright, and I can see everyone. Usually these places have this big, big stage light. It's just so bright you can't see. It's just like darkness, like in front of you, and I can't establish nothing. And most of my favorite stuff to do is crowd work. Every time that's where most of the funny stuff comes from. Like that wheel starts spinning once I figure out, oh wait, like I talk to an audience member, then something funny comes to mind. I say it, then here we go, here we go, here we go. Like I posted it on my IG. It's it was this girl at third floor. She was sitting in the front at the front table, and I was like, how y'all doing? You look like you've lost your personality in a car accident. And like she was shocked. Like that whole table was shocked. Like, oh my god. In a certain way, like, I feel like a lot of people who go to comedy shows aren't really comedy fans. They're just looking for a night out. They were, now, well, most people there they're good sports, but some people, it just shocks me to see them. Not shocks me, but it's like, it makes me feel some type of way when I see them, uh, doing when you're doing crowd work, you're trying to establish some type of connection, and like they're so shocked that they can't believe they think they're watching TV, that they can't believe you're referring to them or you're talking to them. It's like me going into the woods. I was like, and I see a grizzly bear. I'm deep in like 10 miles deep in the woods. I see a grizzly bear, and it's looking at me, looking like it wants to eat me. I was like, I'm not gonna look stupid. Like, why does this grizzly bear want to eat me? Like, fuck no, I'm in this environment. You go to a comedy show, you're in the comedian's environment. A grizzly bear looks at me like I'm appetizing because I'm the biggest living thing within a mile of it, and I'm standing 10 feet from it. You can't go to like no comedy show and expect not to make you sit in the front and expect not to get made fun of. Now most comedians, they don't. The crowd work is not their thing. Like it's more my like I'm trying to get a feel for it. I'm still trying to find a way how I'm comfortable up there. And so far, that feels right. I feel like I'm doing something right every time I talk to the crowd. But like the some comedian, like some of them, you can't just heckle them. They're just up there, whether they're still starting out, whether it's not their mo, whether it's not their signature to talk to the audience. Like take you take two comedians like Andrew Schultz. That man that man basically made his career from crowd work. Andrew Schultz does some of the best crowd work I've seen since Patrice O'Neal. It's just I encourage y'all to watch this. Y'all on YouTube right now. Go Google Andrew Schultz stand up. Like Andrew Schultz, I think he has a crowd work, like 40 minutes of crowd work on YouTube. Just go check that guy out. The way it looks like his brain was programmed to roast people. And he's just so natural. But you take Andrew Schultz, that's different from someone than someone like Brian Regan, who probably crowd like or Jerry Seinfeld. They can't. It's not their mo. It's not their thing. You can't interrupt them because that's not the. They're not. It's not, and it's not that they're not capable of taking it in stride or making fun. That's just not their type of funny. They're like when doing comedy. When you do comedy for a long time, what I understand is you're working your muscles, and like those some people their muscles they're not working towards that. That's not what they feel comfortable in, or they wanted to but never worked it. They never did crowd work when they were starting out. They never did nothing. They just went typical one line, whether it's a typical one liner comedian or a storyteller that's just not interactive, which is the best way I can put it. That they didn't train their funny muscles, like I like to say. They didn't train their funny muscles to be interactive. And that's why I try not to heckle people. I try to like. I know I'm watching the show. I'm an audience member. I don't care if if I'm going up next. But like, maybe someone who's well known for handling hecklers. Maybe you could heckle them, like Jimmy Carr. Jimmy like every show Jimmy Carr does, he actually welcomes it. This is America, but Jimmy Carr is the funny. It's a very hilarious dude. He's a comedian who doesn't use a microphone, but the earpiece that goes right here. It needs to stand like this. It's just the most brutal British comic ever, and someone like that, is program themselves to be interactive with their humor. Now, another so Tony Hinchcliffe uh, is embroiled in some controversy, which is just it's not like at a certain point we can't understand. I just can't understand the what bugs me most about it is that it's never the insiders who get mad. But insiders, I mean like the people at the show or or other comics going to perform. It's always the like social media, the people who aren't comedy fans, who just that's where the outrage comes from. It's for those who don't know, Tony Hinchcliffe got involved in some controversy because apparently he followed a Chinese Asian comedian whose name I cannot remember, and I do not want to remember. and he went up stage and said something like, I don't know, try to, I don't know what he was trying to do, but point is he was making a joke. Now I do understand sometimes, you know, the when people say stuff like that, usually it raises level of concern when people use derogatory derogatory terms, or try to speak down on others. But really, like, people cannot grasp. I hate how people cannot grasp the concept that comedians aren't public enemy number one. You go to a comedy club, nobody. It's not a rally. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a rally. It's not someone speaking their agenda. Not, it's not. There's no plans. There's no billboard. There's no clip. Oh, nobody has a clipboard with a to-do list. It's just with the purpose of entertaining. Patrice O'Neill once said that all jokes, the ones you laugh at and the ones you don't laugh at, the ones are funny and the ones are horrible, whether they're good or bad, they both come from the same place. They have the same birth. It's just someone trying to make you laugh. Now, the Tony Hinchcliffe controversy, like, I understand if when you offend someone personally, if I, that's why every time I do my crowd work and I'm extra mean, and like I am mean when I go up there, uh, and I let it be known. That's why I always go into the crowd. Everybody who I roasted, I just fist bump them. Fist bump, dap them up. I was like, thank y'all for sitting through it. Because then it makes it personal. Like, I don't want to be like I grew like growing up. I was bullied. Nobody dapped me up after they threw me threw me to the ground and kicked me, spit on my face, called me a spick. Nobody, nobody was cool like that. Like, they, and there's a difference between when someone does something to be funny and someone does it with bad intentions. People don't understand that when you go to any type of show, there's no bad intentions. The intention is humor. That's it. Now, there are certain lines you gotta walk through, but like, uh, I'm on the other side. That's one thing I've noticed. I'm on the other side of the wall. Went from audience member to the other side. I'm no longer an audience member, and that's what I get. And that, if I say something, with now the what Tony did, the guy who felt offended didn't didn't go up to Tony personally. He went on social media behind without ever saying anything to him, and like that's where the and that's another thing, man. That's out the game. Humanity's human interaction that is out the door now. Like, really, like, seriously, man, you can't come to me personally if you get mad. Much worse, people who get mad for other people who otherwise wouldn't be mad. I see a group of girlfriends, like a table of five. I make fun of one of them. The one I make fun of laughs. The rest of them laugh except for one, and she has a, "You're so mean. You owe her an apology." Like, I'll go. Okay, first I'll go talk to her. But who are you to tell me that someone else deserves them? Like, what are you trying to gain out of this? Is there something you're trying to take from me to make yourself feel better? Is this I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know. This thing is supposed to be entertaining, but like, uh, I'm just as much as I am a fanatic, I'm an enthusiast. I try to, like I watch comedy podcasts, and I try to learn from it. Like the reason I'm doing this by myself today is because I was watching Bill Burr's Monday morning. I was listening. You can watch it. I was listening to Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast, and this is a little bit egotistical. Me putting a video up on this, uh, it's just like it bugs me a little bit as well. But you know, it's like so. Yeah, I feel like that could be helpful. This could be helpful. Finding a way to basically rant, rant for an hour, half an hour to an hour. Like I listen to Bill Burr do it, and I just cannot grasp how how he can maintain that level, that his sense of humor, and for an entire hour just by himself. Yeah, occasionally there's another guest, but like Joe Rogan, the bit if Joe Rogan goes and does a podcast by himself, like it's no longer entertaining. Joe Rogan's podcast is the best in the world, based simply over the guests he has on, whether it be you know like recently was Dave Chappelle, whether it's Elon Musk. Uh, but hopefully this helps me work on my stand up, which is what I'm trying to work on. My goal right now is to work to be an opener, which is which is a start. I want to be the first guy, first when you go to a show to be the first guy. But right now I'm still on the back of many open mic lists, so I can feel myself working way up. I need to climb. I need to keep climbing. And like every time I do stand up, I have to. I go up with an attitude, sort of like I'm the funniest motherfucker in the room, and that has to be my attitude. Like that has to be my attitude, whether I am or not. I'll acknowledge that someone is funnier than me, and a way I want to be. I want to have. I want to blur that line between confidence and arrogance. You know, I want to say, I'm a fun like I said this, I'm a funny motherfucker, but I can't do stand up. Then I'm trying to like blur that line, get them as close as I can. You know, I can, I can say stupid shit. I can act like a fool. I can act like a fool up there, but I can't write out. I can't write out a set, especially up there when you have only 5 minutes. Like, damn. Oh Lord. Another guest I'm thinking about having my next guest probably. I'm gonna see if I can have Pete Johannesson on, who is another comic. I reached out to him a while back. He said he was still in college. His finals were said like after finals we got to contact him again. I still haven't, but I feel like I really should right now because this is just more. I'm sweating, fucking sweating. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. Anyways, like one thing I've noticed is I have to turn off. I have to turn off. I have to log out, but I can't because this is where I can't log out because of this thing. I have to, put the podcast, on. I always have to put some type of content up, and I've been on and like doing my stand up. I took a short hiatus, which it's not really hiatus. I mean, Jesus, and this is like running a marathon. It's like, can I maintain? Uh, can I be disciplined enough to maintain this for however long I feel like I might cut it off pretty soon, but gotta say something, gotta say something, gotta say something, gotta say something. Try not to go blank on. Uh, so going back to what I was saying in the beginning. Um, yeah, gotta log off, but I can't. Everybody wants to. You just see how shit people are. It just bugs me. Like one thing like, and I don't want to. I don't want to be mad, but I am mad at the how social media ruined the dating game. It's hard to because the way I approach it, I'm not I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I'm not very social. I'm the most goofy motherfucker everywhere I go, and it's like, and what I hate about it is like the way I talk to people is like, I use sarcasm, like it's just that the way just that the way I talk in person when shoot it through text as DM or whatever, I just come off looking sound like an asshole. I'm just like a dick at heart. Because one girl stopped. Hope she doesn't watch this. Fuck it. If you're watching this, oh well. Let's tell the story anyway. So this one girl stopped talking to me because I called her a pothead. to 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 taking you back, we started talking. Everything was cool. I invited her to, keep in mind this, and this is what happened. Two times she stood me up. One time she had to like cancel plans because she said she got too stoned. Um, and the second time was that she said she didn't come to my show because she got too stoned and like it was like and she just didn't want to do anything anymore. I was like, and I take it in stride. Like I don't care. Like do what you want. Like I'm not gonna get mad that like good like shit for me to do. And but when I was texting her like trying to keep a conversation going, you know I texted her like I told her I asked her just to keep conversation. Do you like Star Wars? Basically that's what I try to do because I give any girl a chance to be somewhat interesting. I know most of y'all don't have any personalities because you think all you have to do is wear a cute outfit and do your makeup right, your hair right, and and don't have to fucking talk to nobody. Just look at it. You go to a bar, look at a guy with like blink slows, with a stupid look on your face, and we're gonna approach you or slide in your DMs or what, like just because of that one picture that's a little too revealing. But no, I try to I give y'all that chance every time. I give every girl I talk to a chance to like, because it was like, let's see what's up. Like, let's see what's interesting. I try to pick your brain. That's what I'm trying to say. So I asked her, "You like Star Wars?" Because it's interesting. I'm a little bit of a nerd. I like Star Wars. I'm, a little bit about it. And she told me, and she texted me back. Did I ever say I did? I was like, yeah. But she like, are you took that as an indictment? I didn't say you like Star Wars like as a demand. Like, no, now you like Star Wars. Fuck that Star Trek shit you were watching. Star Wars. Watch the DVD. Like, give her a pack of DVDs. You like Star Wars. Like, you better watch every single one of them. Um, that's basically how I proceed. It was like I, I just asked the question. Did I ever say I like Star Wars? Like, it's just a question. And that text her back, Jesus, pothead, you take everything I say as an indictment? And she had the nerve to text me that, like, oh, I don't put a pothead. Who you calling pothead, mother? Excuse me. Like, no, this way. I caught a migraine just for the, uh, I'm sorry, honey. If this is the way you're gonna act, I'm like, you're not gonna, we were done for to begin with. I wish you the best. Pothead? Who you calling pothead? Huh? Jesus Christ. Like, I have the person, like, the way I am, like, I don't like to go out, I don't like nothing. And, like, when it comes to, like, when I go to do open mics and do my stand up, like, I never, I gotta stop inviting, like, that can't be a date no more. Usually it's at a bar, or, 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 or whatever, where you drink, have fun, meet people, be social. But, me, when I'm there, I like to, like, whenever I'm waiting to go on, because I'm one of the last people to go on, I'm just very. I have to wait a while, and I just sit by myself. Now, my best friend, my brother, came with me last time I was up 2 weeks ago when I went down to Liberty Station. He went to go support me. I appreciate him for it. I did fairly well because I had him to talk to. It's and I appreciate that from him. But usually I go by myself, and it's just a lonely existence for me. I just like sit at a bench or sit at a chair and no one talks to me. And occasionally I try to start up a conversation, but occasionally I try to start a conversation, but that's more like me trying to like loosen up and like and I put it this way, I try to get into character. Before I go up, I'm trying to get into character. And not that I'm trying to not that I put on an act when up there, but there's a certain way I have to be, like a certain way I have to feel to go up there and feel good while I'm up there. That's basically what I'm trying to do. But when trying to be in character, is like, yeah, like if that's why I can't take a date, I can't take a lady up there because I'm concocting all these mean comments. I'm scanning the room, trying for me look what like for me shit to say. Oh boy, like in what forest fire did you lose all your facial hair? God, what the these and like so it's just not. I'm just this little awkward motherfucker, just trying to be in the zone, trying to get in that right state of mind, and like it's just not a. It's just no good. It's just no good. Oh, well, so I guess I'll try to wrap this up, but how many people are gonna get mad at me for this? It's some bullshit, man. If you watch this long, I really appreciate it. Uh, Stuff I want to plug in, like y'all looking for something to do on a Sunday night. There's usually and you want to, get a drink or have fun. Uh, Head out to the Liberty Station. I perform there every Sunday that I can. Every Sunday. Show starts at like around 8:30. It says 8 p.m., but they never start on time. Fuck, they almost never start on time. No place starts on time. Always waiting for someone to see. That's so fucked up. There's a list of 20 people already, and we always start late because oh no, there's gotta be someone way funnier that's supposed to show up. Someone us. Fuck you. So nah, and they always go into like one of the top 10 spots. Fuck you. Insert what's his face. Hey, not enough. Hey, someone funny is bound to show up at some point. But yeah, so I'm gonna be at Liberty Station this Sunday. If they got my email signups are on the window start Wednesday at noon all the way to Thursday at midnight, and not Thursday morning. I mean like Thursday going into Friday night. Thursday night going into Friday morning midnight. Keep that in mind. So catch me at Liberty Station downtown Houston. You're looking for something fun to do. Show starts at 8:30. To this week, I'm not be able to make it to the third floor, but we'll see. But there's always next week, maybe third. Oh shoot, I got a busy week this week, and it's mostly family stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Every Tuesday, except for this one, but every Tuesday that I can't show up, I'll be at third floor up in Bryan, Texas. I'll go ahead and Google the names: third floor cantina, Liberty Station, on Sunday nights, third floor cantina on Tuesdays. Red Yards, they usually a full house, but I'm trying to get back there. So it was a fun place. Thinking about doing it, like coming back there as soon as I, receive word. Because yep, if I'm gonna be at Red Yards if they reply to my email, I'm gonna be available that night. So keep go back in the video, try and jot these names down. You want to go catch a show? That's all there is to it. All right, man. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully we have a guest. Hopefully not. I'm gonna get up here and rant again. Maybe I can get someone to do this with me. Because this is just scrutinizing just to anyone who's listening to me talk this long. You ever talk for so long you feel like that sense of drowning at the top of your mouth? That's like that itch, that irritating sensation, like whenever you fell into a pool by accident or dip your head into fast water went up your nose. That's how my mouth feels. Like, ugh. Anyways, time to wrap this up. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one. Y'all take care.